Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Tonight we're going to smoke about 10 daggum pounds of chicken wings on the new 1150 Pit Boss Pro Series Pellet Smoker. So y'all stay tuned. So last week we got a brand new Pit Boss Pro Series Pellet Smoker from Lowe's. Showed you how to unbox that thing and put it together on our last video. If you didn't see that video, maybe a card or something will pop up here depending on what device you're on. And I'll try to leave you a link to it in the description box below just in case you missed it. In case you get to Lowe's and they don't have one of these things put together for you already. After watching that video, you're definitely going to want to have Lowe's put it together for you, okay? Unless you're just enjoy doing that kind of thing, and I do, and I really enjoyed making a video and showing you guys how to put it together right out of the box like it comes from the factory. So I've been doing a few trial runs with the Pit Boss Pro Series 1150 Pellet Smoker over here for the last couple of days. We did some T-bones on it last night. They turned out great. And so tonight, I've been promised you guys since I made the, the video on the unboxing and assembly of this grill. I'll show you how to cook on it. And that's where we're going to take those chicken wings and make my locally famous smoked chicken wing recipe on it tonight. And I got a bunch of them because the guys at work, they're always complaining, hey man, I hear you got this great YouTube channel where you make all these beautiful barbecue, grilled, and outdoor cooked foods, but you don't ever bring us none. So we're going to correct that situation. That's why I'm going to do 10 pounds of them tonight, and I'll take them in tomorrow and let all those guys munch down on them. I have all my wings over here. They've separated, the drums and the flats are separated. I actually got these at Walmart. And what I'm going to use on for seasoning is our Backwoods Gourmet regular old barbecue rub. Try to leave you a link in the description box below on how you can make that yourself. If you don't want to go through all those steps, use a good quality seasoning rub. And we got a few in here from the guys over at Pit Patriots. Here's their one Hickory Barbecue Grilling Rub. I got some of their All-American Barbecue Series rub. Maybe we'll double some of these up. All right, this sounds like a good one maybe to double up right here. And I also have some wing sauces over here. I have their it's the Founder's favorite wing sauce. We're going to have some of that with these wings. And we also have the classic Mexican hot sauce. May save that one for later, but we're definitely going to use this wing sauce on some of these guys when they get done. So all I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and start giving these guys, I don't want them to be 100% coated, but I do want them to be seasoned. You'll see that they're wet right now. I did marinate these guys in Mojo marinade season. Mojo marinade. I use the generic kind, the grocery store brand. Okay, from here in Florida is Publix, and their store brands are awesome. Okay, and so we'll finish seasoning all these, and I'll be right back to you. We're ready to put them on the smoker. Alright, so the smoker is all ready and it's preheated. I'm going to 300 degrees on this guy. I'm using some apple pellets in it today. Use whatever you got. Here's what our wings look like after they set a few minutes with the seasoning on them. So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put them on both ends. You know, the hot spot on this Pit Boss is right in the middle, and it's the same with a lot of your different pellet grills. So we're going to try to set them off on both ends to the cooler zones, 300. And the reason we want 300 is because we want that skin to render so the skin's not tough. Put my drums on one end. We're going to be checking all these, every single one of these with internal temperatures on them as we go here. But I can guarantee you, if you know anything about cooking chicken wings or you ever had before, those drums take just a little bit longer to cook than your flats do. And the flat is that flat part of the chicken wing. Hopefully we got about the same amount. So we'll go ahead and put the rest of them on. So I have my two probes that came with my machine, and I'm going to go ahead and plug them in to two of the probe ports down here. It has 4 total probe ports, and their temperatures will start displaying up here on our screen. And then, since we know these two items are going to have two cooking times, 2 different cooking times. No, we'll have to wipe that one off. We're going to go ahead and feed those through here. Okay, one at a time. I'll have to figure out which one's which. So that one there is going to be our flats. So I like to put the probe, if it's on the right, and I like to put the probe on the right in the flat. So we'll go ahead and poke one of our flats right in the center. I'll kind of grab one of my average size drumettes. Go ahead and plug him in. Oop, I've got to bring him through the hole. Alright, bring him through the hole first. Alright. So I'll bring him into one of my drumettes, and that will let us know what that internal temperature is doing right there on the control. So right now, I know this kind of blinks on the camera because it's LED, but now it's telling me that my drums are at 87 and my flats are already up at 104 internal temperature. So that'll help me alert things. I'm already at 143 and my target temperature is only 155 on a lot of those things. So I'm going to press in. Once you press the button in on the controller, I'm going to scale it back to 250. I'll press it again, and we're going to let that cool back down to 250. I want to get a little more smoke on them. Take and go inside and give a quick peek, and also let a little bit of heat out. But they're going along really nicely, and those flats are cooking really quick. So I got the probe in each side. Okay, so you can see our flats have already reached 165, 167 in the one that we have the probe in. I don't want to go too much further than that. Okay, we gotta sauce them, but what we're going to do is we're going to go in and check it with our thermopin, and now I know this rascal right here is very accurate. Been using it for years. And yes, that probe's pretty accurate, and that skin's got a little crunch to it on the outside. All of them are about 160 something, but I want to crisp the skin a little bit. I have not turned them. Every one of those is about that temp. So let's go ahead and pull the probe, and then I'm going to lay them up over the hottest part of the fire right here. These guys got a ways to go yet. Okay. They're still 128, 129. Like I said, they're going to take longer. There's more meat there. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull that probe out of that guy for a minute. Set it to the side. What I'm going to glaze all these guys with is the sweet Thai chili sauce. And we're going to do probably several coatings of this. Now they're starting to reach their internal temperature. Like I said, all of them are not done. Maybe the ones in the middle are going to be more done than the others. Right now we're throwing this glaze on and we're going to do some more checking on their internals. But there's nothing worse for me than overcooked chicken wings. You know, to me, they're just, when they're overcooked, you might as well just leave them in the kitchen. Gave them a little minute to set the sauce. We'll go ahead and flip them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate some of these from the middle, even though it seems like it's cooking really evenly, which is a great plus. Some of these, you know, out to the outside, kind of bring to the middle as I'm flipping them. These are the flats, and they're getting very, very close to done. And I'm loving the fact that none of these things seem to be sticking to the grill very much at all. But rotate them a little bit anyway, just because that's what I do. Smelling awesome. Go ahead and open up the flame broiler. Grab my grill brush real quick. Ash over there. Start grabbing these guys. You know, looking pretty good now. I want to go ahead and get a little caramelization on that sauce right over that middle. Alright, so we're going to go in and start checking the individual temperatures of each one of our chicken wings. That's 1 to 4. I'm going to leave that one on. 150, 165 coming off. Okay, I use my probe to just bring them on all off of there. 150 gonna stay. 161 coming off. 152 still needs a little minute. 165 coming on off of there. All right, so this is how you make perfect chicken wings. That was 191, so he's way on off of there. 170. You can almost tell when you stick your probe in. That's 160 will carry over, and some of the little bit of blood's coming out of the bone end. That was 182, definitely ready. So some of these other ones need a few more minutes. And that's the trick to making perfect chicken wings, is to test the internal temperature of every single one. It needs to be at least 160 before you take them off. There's going to be some carryover with the heat. Let's go ahead and put the lid back down. and then we'll check them again in a couple minutes. Alright folks, it's taken almost 30 minutes longer to do the drums as it did to do the flats, because they're a lot thicker, they got a larger bone, and so now we're going to go in and checking them. Anything is close to 160 taken, 165, and 147. This is the trick to having perfect chicken wings. Okay folks, time for the plate. We'll put a little bit more of our Thai chili sauce down the middle of our plate. And we're going to try some of our Pit Patriots wing sauce. And it's going to kind of just dash it on there. I don't know how hot this is. I really haven't tried it yet. But we can always put more. So I'm going to come in, put our wings on. I'm going to alternate these, a drum and a flat. Just like that. So let's go ahead and give them a try. You know, they've been on that smoker for about an hour, these guys have. Let's see how they taste. Wow. I used apple pellets on these. We're done perfectly.